What up, New York Giant Nation? It is your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, coming at y'all with the Week 3 edition of the True Blue Preview. The New York Football Giants going out west to get themselves some of the San Francisco treat. And I ain't talking about Rice-A-Roni, baby. Talking about them San Francisco 49ers. Thursday night football, prime time. Let's get right to it. We already know history. New York Giants, prime time, don't really get along, man. We're going to have to figure something out because we still got a few more left the rest of this season. But right now, we focusing right now with the task in hand. And it's a big task. Them San Francisco 49ers, man. This team is an absolute juggernaut. And through the first couple weeks of the season, they are absolutely proving to be one of the very best the league has to offer. Not just the NFC conference, the league. The league, period. AFC, NFC, or however you want to look at it. The 49ers are playing some tremendous football right now. Let's get right at it defensively, man, for the 49ers, man. You know how they rolling out, man. It's going to be something similar to what the Dallas Cowboys brought at the New York Giants week 1. The New York Giants have to. It is imperative. They have to have a better game plan and a way to attack this 49er defense. Will not be easy coming off a short week. We already talked about, like I just said, the 49ers are a very talented football team, and their defense is led by current Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa, who is probably going to have his legs fully back under him this week. I think it's safe to say this is the week that he gets his legs fully back under him after the long holdout during the offseason. So New York Giants, you got to have an answer for that, man. This kid's an absolute stud, and he is a game wrecker. Similar to Michael Parsons, man, an absolute game wrecker, man. So you got to figure something out. Cannot allow their pass rush to just get to Daniel Jones the way the Cowboys did in week 1. And the way the Arizona Cardinals were in the first half of this game on Sunday. You just can't allow it. Offensive line, you got to be able to hold up. With that being said, we don't know. Injuries are now upon us in this early young part of the season, man. And this offensive line looking like it's going to be very patchwork at best on Thursday night. Still, the status of Andrew Thomas is still unclear, although he's been doing a little bit more work the last couple of days. But his status is still unclear at the moment. And Brederson, the left guard, also his status is still also unclear in concussion protocol right now. It's not likely he'll be cleared for this game on Thursday, coming on a short week. So next man up, guys. Next man up. It has to be that way. Marcus McKeithen, you played admirable yesterday. You looked good out there in your first career start. Let's see if you can keep that momentum going, young man. I mean, this is a different animal. The 49ers are a completely different animal than the Arizona Cardinals, but at the end of the day, you know, you played well, and I liked what I saw from that young man out there on Sunday. So, Marcus McKeithen, man, all eyes are on you, man. Evan Neal, I've been very clear about how I feel about you, man. I really believe you're just not cut out to be an NFL offensive tackle, but right now, that's what you got to be for the New York Football Giants, man. And you didn't play bad. You didn't play terrible yesterday, by no means. You definitely made up a little bit for the debacle against Dallas. But you, at the end of the day, we still got to see more from you. And I'm not convinced, like I said, that you're an NFL caliber offensive tackle. But right now, we got to depend on you. I'm going to need you to step up. JMS, just continue to keep trending upward, man. You look like the kind of guy that's just going to keep getting better and better each week. So let's just hope you keep trending upward, man. And let's hope for the best. Maybe we do get Andrew Thomas out there on Thursday night. I'm going to definitely need him against this 49er pass rush. I mean, it's hard. It's tough going into that game without your best offensive lineman. Speaking of best, we will be going into this game without our best player, who I consider our best player, at least anyway, and that's number 26, Saquon Barkley. He will be looking like he'll be missing the next few games with an ankle sprain. Look, You can say what you want, but we kind of dodged the bullet there. It could have been much, much worse. At least there's no structural damage, no surgery required. And, it's a possibility even that maybe he only misses 2 games. Because who knows, with the way the scheduling is set up right now, Thursday night game this week, obviously he's going to miss that. Then we got a Monday night game against the Seattle Seahawks. He'll likely miss that, obviously. But then, just all the extra time, man, maybe he will be ready for Buffalo on Sunday Night Football. I mean Miami, excuse me. Maybe he will be ready for Miami the following Sunday. Who knows? I'm looking way far ahead right now in advance. Like I said, this is all about the 49ers, and we need to focus at the task in hand. So, Matt Breida, man, you are the next man up, and you're going to have to step up and show what you got, bro. So show us why you're here. I know the reps have been limited through the first couple of weeks of the season behind Saquon Barkley. I mean, the really only reason you even got in the game against the Cardinals was because Saquon got hurt late in that game. But Matt Breida, you've proven to have the ability to get things accomplished and get things done, man. And you are definitely more than a serviceable running back, definitely more than a serviceable number 2 guy. And then maybe Eric Gray, man. Maybe we'll see Eric Gray get his first couple touches of the season as well. And see what this kid can do, man. 4th-round draft pick. See what he can do, man. But we're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be a total team effort. We cannot go out there and start this game off the way we did against the Arizona Cardinals. And you can't spot the 49ers 20 points. You can't do that with this team. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen, and it is not a recipe for success against this 49er team. You can't expect to make a miraculous comeback like that against a 49er team that has one of the absolute top defenses in this league, as well as one of the top offenses in this league, led by Christian McCaffrey. That running back is, maybe the best in the league. You can make that strong case for him for sure. If you want to say somebody else, then sure, go ahead. You can make a couple arguments for a couple other guys. But Christian McCaffrey is an absolute stud, man. Deebo Samuel is an absolute stud. You don't get a name like Deebo unless you out there beasting it, man. And he goes out there and gets it done.
What's up, Smoke?
And then Brandon Ayuk is also a very viable weapon on that offense. Another very viable weapon. And the 49ers hit you a lot of different ways, man. I mean, George Kittle is also still one of the top tight ends. He's been off to a slightly slow start this season, but he's still a very viable tight end as well, man. Definitely a great option for them. And the New York Giants, with their lack of success against tight ends, you really better figure out an answer for George Kittle, because this could be the week where he goes out there and goes off, man, because the New York Giants just seem to have an issue with defending tight ends league-wide, no matter who it is or who they're going against. It just seems to be a problem for this defense. And speaking of the defense, man, Kayvon Thibodeau, this is it right here, bro. If ever a week that you need to show up and show everybody why you were the number 5 overall pick a season ago, this is the week, young man. You are headed down a slippery slope. A slippery slope to the land of the bust. Fuck. And I ain't talking about the bust in Canton, Ohio, bro. I'm talking about the bust you don't want to be a part of. So, young man, you've got to show the world why you were the number 5 overall pick a year ago. Because I really think highly of you. I think you're a high character guy. But you got to show us something on the field. Looking like, Azeez Ojulari is still also, day-to-day, not sure what his status is going to be for Thursday, but I wouldn't count on him being out there as well. Which means this puts it all on your shoulders, Kayvon Thibodeau, man. You got to go out there and get it done, man. A high draft pick was invested in you, and expected you to come out and be a difference maker on this defense. And through the first 2 weeks of this season, you have been anything but a difference maker. I mean, you didn't even touch the stat sheet. You didn't even record a tackle in the game against the Cardinals. Not even a tackle, let alone a sack. The pass rush has to wake up in this game. The only chance we have in this game is to play 4 quarters like we played the 2 quarters, the second half of the Arizona Cardinal game on Sunday. That's the only way. That is absolutely the only way we have even, and that's have a chance. That still doesn't even guarantee us victory. That's just to give us a chance in this game, is to play the same way for all 4 quarters that we played for the 2 quarters against the Arizona Cardinals for the second half of that game. And that will give us at least a chance to pull off an amazing upset. We going into this game 10.5-point dogs, baby. And can you blame them? Can you blame the odds makers from what we put out there? It took us 6 quarters, played 6 whole quarters before we scored our first point this season. 6 whole quarters. It just can't go down like that. You got to put the whole 4 quarters together, New York Giants. You got to. Daniel Jones, man. You had a great game against the Cardinals. You had a terrible game against the Cowboys. Who is the real Daniel Jones? Show me that on Thursday, man. People are questioning your ability against good defenses, top-level defenses. Go out there and prove the doubters wrong, man. Go show them what you can do against a top-level defense. Brian Dable, I think you need to be very much a part of the play calling once again, because clearly it made a difference once you started getting your hands involved in the play calling against the Arizona Cardinals. Second half of that game, they had no answer for what the New York Giants offense was doing. So just go out there and get after it, man. And like I said, everybody's going to have to take a total team effort here. We got a couple of key injuries, a couple of key guys that's likely to not be out there. I already told you number 26 is definitely not going to be out there. He's a definite. A couple of the other guys that I mentioned, there's still possibilities. I suppose they're not completely ruled out yet, but I wouldn't really count on Brederson. I wouldn't count on Aziz. I'm hoping for Andrew Thomas to be ready, but we'll see. We will have to see, man. Most likely going to be a game-time decision. And just got to go out there and get after it, man. With that being said, man, I'm going to get to this right to the nitty-gritty. New York Football Giants, man. I love y'all, but I just don't see it this week. Not against this 49er team, not on a short week, not on their home field. I don't see it. As much as I want to see it, I don't see it. And I think the 49ers take it to us a little bit here. I think we get a little beat up here, but keep it slightly competitive. I think the 49ers don't quite cover that point spread, that 10.5. I think they fall a little short of that. I think they beat us 30-21. I think that's how it's going to go down on Thursday night. I think the 49ers get us 30-21, unfortunately. But you know what I like to always say, and go back, take it back, New York Giants. Prove me wrong. Go out there and prove me wrong Thursday night. I love when y'all prove me wrong. So go out there and just do it like Nike, baby. And make sure immediately following the game Thursday night, you tune in to the True Blue Aftermath live on my channel. And most definitely make sure you check out myself and my guy Adam Costa, super dope co-host, who damn sure know the most, on Wednesday for the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. It's your boy MacDaGiantsFan. Hey! I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at MacDaGiantsFan. That's MacDa Giants Fan.